So what do you stand for? What do you represent? When you think about Apple or Nike, do you think brand or do you just think company? Let's dive in. Let's learn more about branding. Welcome back to our Roadmap 2.0 module by module review. We are moving on to module 5. It is titled Branding Essentials. We're going to learn all the essentials we need to start our own brand. So we start this module with a highly suggested book called Building a Story Brand by Donald Miller. It is this book right here. So what is a brand? According to Jeff Bezos, your brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room. You're going to learn so many different fundamentals about building a brand. Who are you going to serve? What is your target audience? What kind of impact do you want to make? What identity do you have in the marketplace? What's your marketing plan going to be? And so they break all this down with this P process, which I've come to call it. Are you trying to solve a problem? Example, lack of money. Is your area prevention, like security? Are you targeting pain, like a footwear accessory to make you more comfortable? Or are you going after pleasure, like massage chairs? All just rough examples of what your marketing plan would look like. Then we move on to what product, what price, promotion. How do you plan to get your product out there? The place. Where do you plan on marketing that product? The packaging. How are you going to package your product? Positioning. How are you positioned in the eyes of your consumers? And last but not least, people. There are right and wrong people. Not everything is for everyone. Make sure you're selling to the right people. So then we're moving on to how you're developing your target market. Creating your buyer persona, which basically means what is the ideal buyer for you in your business. They're going to teach you how to go deeper than a logo. So like brand versus logo. In the course, they're going to give you this example. We'll say Nike versus Hyatt. If Nike was to announce that they're coming out with a hotel, what would happen? If Hyatt was to announce that they're coming out with a new shoe line, what would happen? You all know. People be lined up around the block to get into a Nike hotel and see what they had to offer, whereas a Hyatt shoe line, people would be like, really? So, obviously understanding that buyers buy with their heart a lot of the time. And if they're invested emotionally into a brand, that's going to work out tenfold over someone who's just marketing a product as a company. You're going to learn all of the different colors in branding. They're going to break down what different colors represent. Like red, it's often a sale color. Represents passion, action, energy, appetite, which is why Coca-Cola, red. So this next part I thought was really cool. They're going to give you a tool called coolors.co, which you can go to, and it's basically going to give you all of the colors that you could ever generate. All right. And I didn't realize this, but I learned this, that every color has a hex code associated to the specific color, the shade of red, the shade of green, and so on and so forth. And so they're going to show you how to navigate the interface of that site, how to build the colors that you feel most appeal to your brand, and what those hex codes are that are associated to that. So that way, every site that you create, let's say in Canva, let's say in CapCut, whatever, and many more, wherever you're creating a color scheme, you can use that same hex code. And so from site to site, from app to app, you are using the exact same colors, so you don't have any fluctuation. And I thought that was super cool. No pun intended. You're going to learn about crafting your brand's voice. Just maintaining a consistent message. What do you want your brand to be known for? And lastly, you're going to learn about the 3 branding phases. The awareness phase. Obviously, the more awareness you raise, the more consideration you have. The adoption phase. Taking your customers from consideration to adoption. And then the advocacy phase, where you can reach a point where people are advocating for you, aka giving you positive word of mouth. So you're getting an in-depth look at not just starting a business, but building a brand into something bigger. And by the end of this module, you're going to have a very solid grasp on what it's going to take to make that brand become successful. So if you found this helpful, please share it with someone who you may feel would benefit from it. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. I will answer them all. Don't forget to follow for more and then save this video for future reference, because that'll do it for this chapter. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.